Hello, everyone. So today we're going to focus on body paragraphs. Now, believe it or not, you almost have everything you need for this section already. So the first thing you need to go ahead and do is put your name, your topic, and your thesis statement right here. If you don't remember that, we've hyperlinked these things here. So you can just click on these documents and you can pull up all of the topics, make sure that you have the correct topic written down, and you can click right here to make sure that you have your correct thesis statement. It's really important that you have these at the top because every time you write a paragraph, you want to go back to your thesis statement and you want to make sure that you are actually answering that question or that you're supporting it in some way. So what belongs in your body paragraph? These are the pieces that you must have for your body paragraph. A topic statement that states your argument. One sentence, at least one sentence of background or additional information about your argument. Your first quote, followed by your own paraphrase after it, summarizing what it means in different words. You actually need to make sure that you lead into the quote. So I'm going to put that on here. And remember, in each of these body paragraphs, you're going to have two quotes. So then after your first one with your paraphrase, you're going to have your second quote with your paraphrase, and then your analysis. This is number 5. Now, this analysis you've already done. This is on your synthesizing worksheet that you just finished, okay? This is where you combined your ideas of those two quotes together in your own words to solidify your argument. Now, you don't want to keep saying, this says, this means, this means. Instead, you want to use this they say, I say worksheet so that you have a varied sentence structure and varied words, all right? And that's actually going to go with these. So let's put this here and right here. And I'm going to show you a great example of this, all right? Now, after your analysis, you will have one more thing, and that is your conclusion. So let's take a look at body paragraph 1. So if I click back over to my synthesize worksheet, this is my synthesize worksheet. Remember we did these? So I did, my argument number 3 was about boxing, was about the Parkinson's boxing. And I had these two quotes from two different articles. One is a quote, the boxing brings an advantage of being community-based, accessible. And then I had this other paraphrase right here. So that means there was a quote in the article, but I wrote it in my own words. Now I still have to cite this whenever I put it in my text. And then I did this analysis. This is the argument that I'm going to focus on for my body paragraph. I've selected this one as one of my best ones, okay? So let me just go back right here. Notice it says select your best 2 arguments from the synthesizing Google assignment. Split screen with that document. This one, write 2 detailed body paragraphs. I'm going to go back to my synthesizing. I'm going to show you this again. So I picked argument 3. Now I didn't finish this entire document, but you did. You have 3 arguments. You need to pick 2 that you like best. You are only writing 2 body paragraphs. So you're going to pick which of these 3 were your best 2. Those are the ones we're going to use. All right. So I'm going to show you an example using this argument right here. So the first thing that goes into this body paragraph is a topic sentence. So a topic sentence has to be sort of a broad statement that's going to tell me what the whole paragraph is going to be about. So my broad statement about this paragraph is going to be, exercise changes a person's mental state in a positive way. This is an aspect of Parkinson's disease which should not be ignored. So this topic sentence tells me that this entire paragraph is going to be about how exercise helps a person who has Parkinson's disease in some sort of a positive way mentally, okay? Then we have to include at least one sentence of background or additional information about the topic. Well, I've done more than just one, okay? Parkinson's causes a great deal of physical ailments which can make the disease isolating and lonely. While medication can assist with many physical symptoms, exercise opens the door for engagement and socialization, as well as improved physical wellness. Parkinson's boxing is one form of exercise that is growing in popularity. So I included 3 sentences for background. We're requiring 1. I gave 3 because to me, this felt like a better lead-in. I wanted to give a little bit more information about why exercise is important with this disease. So this is my background information. That's what I've just done here. Next, I have to include my first quote with my own paraphrase after it, summarizing what it means, okay? So I need to lead into the quote, provide the quote, and summarize the quote. Remember, I can use that they say, I say, they say, I say to help me summarize what it means using different words. So let's see what I did here. Here is my lead-in right here. Notice I didn't just put the quote, because if I just drop the quote in there, then I don't have anything to tell me to frame it, okay? So according to research completed by Frontiers in Neurology, boxing brings an advantage of being community-based, accessible, and a social form of vigorous and sustained exercise. And I put my citation here. Now, the next part of this is that you have to summarize what it means in your own words. And I used the they say, I say document to help me with this document right here. I think this is the part that I use right here. In making this comment, X urges us to, so Smith or Morris was our person. Any of these is a great idea, right? Any of these are better than this means, this supports my thesis because. Don't do that. Do not write this means, this means, this means. Come to this document and use any of these ideas right here, any of these things, okay? So I'm going to go back to it, and let's see what I did. In making this comment, the researchers are saying, so that is directly from the document. Let me show it to you again. In making this comment, the researchers, okay, so that's the idea that I was using. In making this comment, the researchers are saying exercise is accessible to all people and provides a way for people to engage in community activities while improving symptoms when the practice is done on a regular basis. That's my summary of this quote. So you have several things here. I want to make sure that you see each of the parts because you need each of these parts, okay? So I'm going to highlight each one separately so that you can see what I did, because you will be doing all of these parts as well, okay? So let's just take a look at it one more time. I have the lead in, I have the quote itself, I have the citation, and then my own summary. You're going to do that one more time with your second quote, okay? Here's my second quote. But instead of a quote, I did a paraphrase. Remember, on the synthesizing document, you could either do a quote or a paraphrase. Well, I'm including my paraphrase. The paraphrase is, you don't have to lead into the paraphrase. So here's my paraphrase. Participating in physical activities such as Parkinson's boxing, which are able to be sustained over long periods of time, are engaging, enjoyable, motivating, and social for people who are living with Parkinson's disease. I cited it, even though it was a paraphrase in my own words. I got those ideas from somewhere else. So that's why you have to cite it. Now I have to summarize what it means in different words. And I use that they say, I say document again. I took the author. Smith is reminding readers. If you look over here, I could have said Smith suggests, Smith insists, Smith demonstrates, Smith believes, right? Any of these things. Basically, Smith is saying, in other words, Smith believes. Smith's point is that, right? You could use anything from here. So I wrote, Smith is reminding readers about people who are afflicted with Parkinson's need for activities they are able to participate in, which bring about joy and motivation in order to keep trying, fighting, and living. That is how I summarized it. So again, you have your quote and your summary of it. Now, the next piece right here is your analysis. Look what this says, copied from above. You're copying this from your synthesizing worksheet. So actually, it's going to say copied from your synthesizing worksheet, okay? You did this already. See this? Exercise is a social event. Watch. Here's my synthesizing worksheet. I had my 2 quotes. Here, exercise is a social event. You're literally copying and pasting from your synthesizing worksheet, and you are pasting it right here into your body paragraph. So exercise is a social event which can help those who feel isolated from living with Parkinson's disease. Engaging in these types of activities allows a person to be social while improving or maintaining their mobility and balance. Parkinson's boxing allows a person to engage in both social and physical activities, supporting both their mental health along with their physical health. So that is my analysis from before. I did it already. Now, finally, I have to conclude this paragraph. We need to put something to wrap these ideas up. So while medications are important for several aspects of Parkinson's disease, exercise provides the medicine needed to maintain a full life while living with the disease. So now I've done all of the parts. Very quickly to review, you have a topic sentence. It's a general statement. You have at least 1 sentence of background information about this topic. It also relates back to your thesis. You have you lead in to your quote. If you're using a direct quote, lead into it, provide the quote, your citation, and then summarize it in your own words, but go back to the they say, I say worksheet to get a good sentence starter. You provide your second quote or paraphrase, you cite it, you summarize it in your own words again. You find your analysis that you already wrote on your synthesizing worksheet and you put it here, and then you conclude. This is how you write a body paragraph. When I transfer this to my document, I'm just going to copy each of these boxes in order and put them together. This is my paragraph. This goes perfectly together. You are going to do that again for body paragraph 2. Whatever your next best argument is, that is what you're going to do now. If you need more assistance with this, we have this slideshow attached. It will give you more support on how to write body paragraphs. So if you want to open this up, you feel free to go through this and get more ideas for developing their body paragraph. This just goes through what is a body paragraph and the parts of the body paragraph, topic sentences, gives you some other trigger words or transition words that you can use, extensions and examples, commentary, concluding sentences, and reviewing your paragraphs. So these are just some more tips that are available to you to help you write these, okay? If you have any questions while you're working on this, feel free to email either one of us.